Ladies and gentlemen, welcome everybody to another evening of racing. Here we find ourselves in the eSeniors GT3 World Championship. Tonight we got the Group 1 where the big boys play, and we find ourselves at Donington, a British track. Very narrow, very complicated track indeed. We'll take a look in more depth as we move along through qualifying and then therefore the race. I have the pleasure today of having myself my good buddy, my friend Jeremy Arroba. Jeremy, how are we feeling tonight?
Hello.
Are we ready?
Yes, we are. Welcome everyone to Donington Park Group 1, a reduced party of Group 1. We have a couple of missing drivers today, but I promise you this is going to be a very intense racing because very tight times as we speak, watching the free practice, so it should be thrilling to follow this race.
Most definitely indeed, Jeremy. And let's talk a little bit about the standings at the moment. We got Jeffrey Van der Voort leading the title with 207 points. Then behind him, it's Jonathan Wood with 192, one of the men who's not going to be able to be here with us tonight. So that is a big breakthrough. Carlo Van Bravant on P3 with 176 points. Paulo Novaes, shocking, really good season so far, 160. He's doing fantastically well. Really looking forward to what he can bring to the table tonight. And Rogerio Santos on P5 with 159 points. Jeremy, this season is looking fantastic. We still have 4 rounds to go, including this one, and I must say it's going to get heated up. That's for sure.
That's for sure. I mean, everything still can still happen. Unfortunately, when we have drivers like Jonathan miss, so points get reshuffled, and that's going to give us a very interesting rest of the championship. It noted that Christer Hjort is back today on track. He wasn't able to race last week. A couple of people actually are back on track this week that weren't there a while back, like Chris Moses is one of them as well. So we have 2 Ferraris on track today. And as we speak, I'm going to launch the qualifying session.
Okay, we're going right onto it. I like it. I like it, brother. Let's go for it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to proceed with qualifying in just a few short moments. And let me tell you, the drivers are going to have a lot of fun because, as you're about to see, we find ourselves on the dark 17 degrees at 5 a.m. The stars looking wonderfully well. Do you want to do a little bit of astronomy, Jeremy?
Yeah, you know what's very interesting with this session is that it starts in the dark and you go faster as the session progresses. So it's really the last 5 minutes are the best time to put your fastest time. So let's see what happens. It's gonna be until the very last second until we know who the top will be on the grid.
That is exactly true. The last 5 minutes are going to be crucial for this qualifying session. There you see Derek Bird. Nice to see him on the track. And as I said, do you want to do a little bit of astronomy, Jeremy?
What do you mean?
Look at the stars. We're taking a look at the stars right now.
Yeah.
And talking about the stars, there you're going to see the shining ones. The lovely drivers here at the eSeniors going through Donington. Very dark, as you can see. You can barely see the track. But we're going to go on board with Mr. Derek Bird, and we're going to have ourselves a track guide as usual. Mr. Derek Bird close to that finish line. So, Mr. Jeremy Arrobas, I'm going to proceed with that lovely track guide you love, my brother.
Hey, it looks like I thought you were on the space station looking downwards.
I love it. Well, there you see there, Bird crossing the finish line, going now through Redgate. Very nice right-hander. Starting off the lap in pretty good fashion. We go down the hill through the Craner curbs. My God, the sense of speed in this track is absolutely insane. Here we go with Bird. Now crossing the old hairpin. Here we go now on the second sector. Schwantz curb. That name, you know, it can mean a lot of things. We're not going to focus on that. McLean's. Let's be honest, Jeremy. I think McLean is one of the toughest corners on the track, and this one as well. Coppice, double right-hander. Very hard to keep the traction on the cars. Now we find ourselves into the Dunlop straight, and the S's are ahead of us. Very good there from Bird. Very subtle, a little too hard on the exit curve, but of course we only have a couple more corners. First, the Melbourne loop, the hairpin, or more like a double 90-degree right-hander, but I'll call it hairpin. And then Goddard's, of course, last corner. Bird coming into a little too early. That's going to make him lose the speed. For now, Van der Voort takes the lead. Bird very close, 45 thousandths of a second. And we're going to start seeing some more times pop into our screens, Jeremy.
Absolutely. So hello, Ali and Aaron. Welcome to the stream. Yes, right now, see, they are lapping at least a second slower than they will in a couple of minutes. So let's watch and see what happens.
Yeah, for now we see there Rogelio Santos on P4. And ladies and gentlemen, remember, if you want to follow the timings, we got pit wall open. So all you have to do is go to the general channel on the eSeniors. There we have the link. Nonetheless, I'll try to share it with all of you in just a few short seconds. Well, I found it now. So there we go. There you can find the live timings. Of course, welcome to everybody both on YouTube and on Twitch. I see Mr. Ollie, Mr. Shannon, Castonre, Buckley, Meleski, Bully Pie. Oh man, everybody's ready. Oh,
hello,
mama.
gentlemen.
Isn't that lovely? Let's go now with Chris Moses. Nice to see him back on the track. Precision Motor Racing Team. Ferrari. As you said, we got two Ferraris tonight.
Yeah,
man, it's been a while, eh?
Yes. Yeah, two Ferraris, two Audis, three Aston Martins, and four McLarens and one Mercedes. And Carlo actually managed a 127.7 very early in the qualifying. So I think it means business.
Yeah, the tires are still getting up into temperature, but that is one hell of a lap. We'll see if anybody else can challenge for the lead. Chris Moses has the finish line just in front of him, and he's going to go right into P3. Very good lap, but still Bumper Brand takes the lead with an incredible effort there. 0.5 of a second ahead of John Saunders, who provisionally holds P2. There we go now with Mircea Ponov now going through the S's. As you can see, very subtle, very smooth from the Aston Martin driver. Here we go now into Melbourne's. The first hairpin of two to finish off the lap. Ponov is flying right now. Unfortunately, that corner was not good at all. He lost a lot of time on the exit. Can he make it back now into Goddard's? He comes into the corner a little too early, and he's going to lose some time again. Nonetheless, I think it should be enough for a P5. Indeed it is. Ponov on P5 momentarily. We got Van der Voort sliding himself into P2. And Carlo Van Brabant, Jeremy, he is on a purple. This dude is flying here at Donington.
100%, and we have the top five within the same second. Actually, Chris Moses now top four within the same second. So it's there's still about 8 minutes to go. Believe you, they're still gonna go faster than this. Ali is asking where Mr. Wood is. Mr. Wood cannot race today, so he's giving up lots of points in this championship.
As well as Mr. Danny Holtz. We do not have any here, but as I told you, Van Brabant was improved. Saunders provisionally took the lead. but Van Brabant brings it back to pole. 7:50 on the clock. We check a little more on the chat. We got everybody for now on YouTube. I love it. How's your hand, Stefan? Oh yeah, Stefan, how are you feeling, my brother? Hello, gentlemen. That's a hook like pandemonium. Oh yeah, that's your phrase. Yeah, Jeremy. Yeah, he's right. He's right. I got the pandemonium. You got the hello, gentlemen. Very good point there.
I hope we won't see any pandemonium today because there are only 12 guys, the 12 horsemen of the apocalypse on track.
Well, I want to hear you say pandemonium one time, but before that, Mr. Hjort doing very well on this lap. He might be able to get himself into the 28. Krister goes into P9, 29, 1.
Nice.
Unfortunately, losing a little bit of time, but Van Brabant is still improving. He doesn't stop. 2 tenths down. And what didn't you want to happen, Jeremy? Do you want us to see some pandemonium?
Yeah, no, I hope not. With only 12 drivers, it shouldn't happen.
Well, let's be honest, it's a part of racing. Either we want it or not. But the last few weeks, the racing has been clean. Unfortunately, last week, it wasn't following the rules. We saw big incidents. We saw, unfortunately, a driver quitting the championship due to anger. Yeah, it wasn't a very pleasant surprise. But, hey, we got to keep on going. And I must say that if you have enjoyed the eSeniors throughout the year, man, next year we're ready to rock and roll. Only I am being a very nice gentleman, right, Jeremy?
Yes, you are. Only he's afraid.
He's afraid. He's the only one who says naughty words. How can he blame me when he is the one who does those things? Mandamore goes into P2.
Yeah, don't forget he's the crazy Aussie.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh, crazy? That's a compliment, mate. And that is very true indeed. What Mr. Buckley said. We're not gonna have any pit stops tonight. It's gonna be till the checkered, so that is gonna make the racing a little better, in my opinion. Not
absolutely. So here, 5 minutes left in qualifying. I'm sorry, 5 minutes left, and Carlo is on the verge of a 126, 127.1. Very close, followed by Jeffrey and John Saunders and Chris Moses. Those top 4 there, I think we're going to have a hell of a race. And right behind, very, very close as well, between Merch, Fleinstead, Paolo, Derek, Rogerio Santos, and then Tony Whitten, Krister Hjort. I think even if we have a reduced grid today, we're gonna have very intense racing.
Well, I gotta tell you, it's gonna be exciting either with 10 or with 50. We're gonna have a blast. Here we go with Derek Bird, still improving. He's looking optimally to a P5 result. We'll see if that'll be the case. Damn, that's a shame, Steph. Steph, I really hope you're doing well.
You can see we're getting more light as the session progresses. Only 4 minutes left, but we're starting to be able to look and see the driver inside the cockpit.
Well, and I'd like to say also that, ladies and gentlemen, we opened our Twitch channel just a few weeks before. If you want to support that, we would really appreciate some follows, because if we make it to 50, we could be eligible to go on the affiliate program. So then you could subscribe, we could live stream on better quality, and we could have really, really interesting stuff as well on the platform. So if you want to help us out, you can leave a follow there on Twitch. Of course, the same goes for YouTube. We're trying to go for that 1,000 mark. We cannot wait to make that happen. But hey, we're working hard, and we are giving it all out there. Billy. Hello, Twitch. Hi, Juan and Jeremy. Billy, it's awesome to see you here, my brother.
Hello. I don't see the Twitch channel, but hello to everyone on that channel. Thank you for being there.
You love yourself some Billy, eh? Billy Stewart, what a nice guy. Yeah, seriously. Man, I love my eSeniors. You damn right. We're 10 people on Twitch. We are 10 people on YouTube. Seriously, guys, thank you so
Nice,
much
nice.
for all of the support. Bird for now not being able to improve. Let's go with Palo Novais. My neighbor. Mr. Portugal. Bacalao con batata frita. Eh? You gotta love it. You like
Yeah, Derek,
bacalao,
but
Jeremy?
I don't know what that is. I mean, but I'm ready to taste it. If it's Spanish,
You don't know
I'll go
bacalao?
for it. No.
Oh my god, you don't know bacalao, Jeremy? You need to come to Spain,
Okay.
man.
So
Oh man.
I'm taking a plane soon.
Oh baby, don't tell me that. I'm gonna cry. I hope you
Derek
don't
Bird,
bring
Derek Bird,
Mr. Aussie with you, man.
absolutely. Derek Bird P5 with an amazing time there with the Porsche. Really, really, really good, great time. We see 127.1. Uh, Jeffrey, John, Chris Moses, Derek Bird, all in the same second. That's going to be
Mhm.
a very nice start to witness.
I think the race is gonna be very fun indeed. Looks amazing, much better quality. Well, as I said, ladies and gentlemen, the quality can go even higher if we get to apply to the affiliate program. So if you want to support us there, all you have to do is leave us a follow, and once we make it a 50, we can send the application. And from there on, you could subscribe to our Twitch channel. It will mean the world to us, of course, if you want to donate. We have a link there to for you to help us out, because of course there's a lot of maintenance costs
Well,
that we have.
if we have over 400 subscribers on YouTube, we can easily get 50 on Twitch.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. If we can make that very quickly, as once we get 50, with the numbers we're getting on the streams, we will get affiliate immediately. So come on, ladies and gentlemen, don't be shy. I see Castonre, I see Lightfoot. Yeah, I see everybody on Twitch. 8 people on YouTube. 12 on Twitch. You gotta love it, baby. Oh yeah,
Nice.
Pornhub goes into P4 with a 27.775. The
Very
qualifying
nice.
is about to end, and just Pornhub and Moses on a flying lap. Van Brabant is losing a lot of time, so we're not going to count him. I think he's going to abort very quickly. You can see the sun rising slowly but surely. We are getting up to speed because the red lights are going to turn green in just a few short moments as we head into the 40-minute race.
So
Here
that's a
we go.
stunning pole. That's a stunning pole time from Carlo. Really amazing that Mercedes is delivering an amazing time on this track. Or maybe it's Carlo is coming to grips with the control of this car because it's not an easy car to set up. So, but let's see what happens during the race.
Oh, I must say, it's going to be exciting, Jeremy, as usual. There we see Flangstedt. Can he get onto Dirk Bird's P6? No, he cannot. Pornhub is still improving. Maybe he can slide onto P2. Saunders is still on a flying lap. He's going to abort it because he made a mistake. Pornhub might have this on the pocket. Can he make it happen? Just one more corner to finish it off. Will it happen, ladies and gentlemen? Here we go. Pornhub with the finish line in front. Is this going to be the P2? Pornhub!
Incredible.
P2.
Absolutely amazing. Amazing. Very nice.
Clutch. Absolutely clutch, Jeremy. At the last moment possible, he made it happen. Christopher Hjort is trying to get into P9 at least. The question is, will he be able to do so? Hjort has the finish line right in front of him. He only needs 1/10 of a second. It's not going to be enough. So we are going to move with the racing. Just a few short moments, so we're going to be back with my face. I know you do not want to see that. I'm sorry. I'm too cute for all of you. I apologize. Yeah. You gotta love it. Jeremy, we want to see you sometime, man. The
Yeah,
people want to
well,
see
yeah.
you.
I would have to go on my computer and activate the camera. Right now, I cannot do it.
Hey, we gotta work it for next week, man. The people gotta see you. The face of eSeniors, you know what I mean? They need to save a man, Jeremiah Roas. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to move with the race in just a few short moments. It has been Carlo Van Brabant taking the pole position. We'll do, of course, our grid walk as usual, and then we're gonna go live for 40 minutes here at Donington. Very tough track, as you've seen throughout qualifying, as you've seen throughout the incredible Group 2 stream that Krister gave us, as well as Mr. Maleski, who has also supported massively, man. You gotta give him some love. What a lovely streaming team we have here at the eSeniors. And man, I have Jeremy with me tonight. It is lovely. And I must say, get ready because this can get very heated up very quickly. Sexes Juan, you've had a haircut. What?
All he's cruising you, man.
He's cursing me?
He's cruising.
Oh, he's what? Sorry?
He's trying to be nice to you.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm not used to that. Something. Oli, did you take the pills? Did you take the pills, Oli? You need to go to the medic, brother. You need to take them pills, my man. That sounds a little weird from you.
Okay, and here we are.
We go.
Here
Hey,
we
it's
are.
true, eh? It's true, Jeremy. That I don't know. That seems a little weird, eh? Only
Uh,
Leonard saying something nice to me. I don't know. It
you
smells
know
a
what?
little
What
fishy.
one thing I have to say with the choice of time for the race, and that's thanks to Richard McKay. It gives us a spectacular colors and vibrant contrast with the car. It's really beautiful to watch.
Yeah, look at the sky. And ladies and gentlemen, we're ready for the grid walk with the man who has set the pole position. 127.1 from Carlo Van Brabant. On the first line is going to be himself and Mircea Ponov at the last moment possible taking P2. Then we got Van der Voort and Saunders on the second line. For the third one, we got Moses and Bird behind them. Fleinstedt and Novais. And to finish off the top 10 is going to be Santos and Hjort. Behind him, Tony Whitten, Mr. Ross himself, and Stephen Buckley. This is our full grid, of course. Jeremy Rojas here as commentator slash spectator. There you see the full grid for tonight, and of course, let's take a look. What the hell? What? What's going on here? There you have the track. Well, that's weird. Doesn't want to work properly. Well, there you have the track, Donington. So we are ready to
Hello,
go.
Peter. Welcome to the stream. Great racing you, by the way, yesterday. That was
Oh
a lot of
yeah,
fun.
man. Any quicker, Billy, and you being GP1 this season, man, Billy is fast. Eh? I think Billy is gonna get himself a Group 1 spot.
That's for sure.
I must say, damn. Billy. Welcome, Mr. LaFrance. We are ready to move on into the race. Now the cars are gonna start moving, and we're gonna give this race a start. Cannot wait for that to happen. What an amazing, spectacular race we got in front of us. And I must say, this can go two ways, Jeremy. It can go fantastic, or it can go pandemonium. Let's pray it's not pandemonium. Problem with my VR was a faulty USB port, hopefully sorted out. Well, I hope it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go racing in just a few short moments because the red lights are gonna turn green with Van Brabant leading the pack from Pona, Van der Voort, Saunders, Moses, Bird, Flash, and
And they
Novais,
are.
Santos, York,
Go.
Witten. Here we go. Time to start things off for now. Mr. Van Brabant taking things safely through turn number 1. Look at the rocket of Chris Moses going up in the P5. There you see a 3 wide. Careful with the 2 wides through here. It can get very, very dangerous. The track is quite cold. It's 18 degrees only. Here we go. For the fight of P5. Moses leading that pack in front of Saunders, who has already opened a little bit of a gap. And especially Van der Voort, who's closing in on Mircea Ponov. But Van Brabant has already flown away. He's a second and a half ahead. My God, Carlo Van Brabant looks like $1,000,000 right now. Here we go, Van der
Absolutely.
Voort and Ponaf
Look how
going at
close.
it. Very
Look how
clean so
close they
far.
are right behind. It's absolutely insane. 2, 3, 4, 5. They're
Look at that.
joking for position there. Yeah.
Oh, yo, yo,
Oof.
yo, 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 yo,
Ooh.
yo. Saunders were going
That
for
was.
the dive. Good Lord in heavens above. That could have ended really badly. Here we
Uh,
go. Saunders back on it. Here we go through Melbourne's. Everybody staying alive. Great job from everybody. Look at the whole pack. Oh, it's getting very tight. Side by side now. And we still go at it. Here we go. Nobody's on the inside. He's going to have to give it up for the moment being. Maybe he can get a better exit. Moses and Bird are going to go side by side. The first lap has been completed. Van Brabant leads from Pona van der Borsons in Moses for the top 5. And Moses looking like $1,000,000 is catching. Oh, yo, yo, yo. Saunders, good save there. You can see the poor guy. Oh, my God. That's a handbreaker. Jesus Christ, Jeremy.
That's pretty intense racing right away. Those guys are not joking. They are really going flat out and very early into the race. Carlo is already 1.4 seconds ahead of Merche. And yeah, I mean, with the race, we have a race on and very close group behind. Very tight race so far.
Yeah, just look at him go. Carlos Van Brabant, 2.5 seconds. I don't know why, Jeremy, but this does not smell good for Carlos Van Brabant. Is he on quali
Yes,
fuel?
it does. Yes, it does. I mean, he could take this race. I mean,
But
but
the problem
let's
is the
see. Let's
fuel.
see.
I don't know. He's opening too much of a gap, and the lines are not being too bad from the rest. Is he on quali fuel?
Well,
I do
what I
not
think,
know.
yeah, what I think is the pace behind is not really happening right now. I believe Merche is probably slowing down a little bit. Jeffrey and John, let's see.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's looking, I don't know, a little weird. Hopefully, Van Brabant hasn't forgotten to fill up the tank. Hopefully, that's not the case. Here we go now with John Saunders, who had a very scary moment with Jeffrey Van der Voort. The gaps are already opening. 18 degrees on track. It's optimal. The grip is there. Oh, Mr. Jeremy, are you okay, my brother?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay, my friend. Yeah, man. Gotta worry about my brother. Gotta worry about my papa. Man, you're my father. Yeah, Jeremy. You're the son I always wanted. No, the opposite. I am the son you always wanted. Right, Jeremy?
Absolutely, man.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. There you go with Moses.
Since
Trying to catch.
I never had a son, I have two
Oh,
daughters.
yo, sorry for interrupting. You mistake from Saunders. Oof. I don't even know how he saved it. Look at Derek Berry was looking for the move. Let's see. Can we get the replay? Look at that. He was sliding on the exit. Sorry, what were you saying, Jeremy?
No, I said I never had a son, so I have two beautiful daughters. So you can be my son anytime.
Hey, I can be your son. I'm gonna be Juan Antonio Robas. Do you like that?
Yeah,
Ah,
that
yeah,
sounds
yeah.
good.
Saving tires, maybe. That's a good point from Mr. Torrance. Aston needs a lap or two to warm up. That is completely true. Good to hear you got the kitty. Lucknut 17. You gotta love it. Well, like father, like son. Jeremy and Juan. It even sounds similar, you know. That's it. Fantastic. Rogerio Santos catching on Novaes behind him. Chris Hjort, Tony Whitten at the back of the pack. Unfortunately, not his best performance. He's really struggling here at Donington, and I don't blame him. The track is quite tough, and
But
if you're not used to this, it's hard. Yeah. So.
I was wrong about Merche. He is much faster now, and actually he put on the fastest lap of the
Yeah.
race. So he's not holding back. He's not. I thought he was holding maybe Jeffrey, but he's not, and
That
he's
that, that
attacking now.
that's why it was surprising me, you know. So that's why I was like, damn, has he gone with quality fuel? Because
Well,
right
I
now he's
think
3 seconds ahead, eh?
yeah, no, it's 2.2, but you know what? He gained the momentum. I mean, and he found grip right away. And once you establish a gap on a track like this, uh, it's very difficult for the one following you to gain back on that, unless you find that extra speed. But it looks like Carlo means business today.
Yeah, he's on fire right now, keeping the pace with Ponov. We're still the fastest man on track. Let's check a little bit of the chat because I think we're gonna have some good ones. Bloody hell, you're a glutton for punishment, Jeremy. You can be his son anytime, just don't visit. Oh wow. Bully, come on, man. Ay, ay, ay. You see, the people love you, Jeremy, but they don't love me. Ay, ay, ay. You're all awesome, guys.
They love you. You know that.
Hey, we love each other, eh? That's it.
That's
Ponov
the
still two
idea.
seconds behind Van Brabant. Van der Boort, second and a half behind as we speak. Moses on P4, and then the gap starts to close up between these three gentlemen, which is Moses, Saunders, and Bird. Behind them we
Yes.
have Flanstein, and then the closest fight on track, Jeremy, is Novaes, Santos, Hjort, and Witten, 4-man bout for P8. Let's see how this one's going to be resolved.
Yeah. So far, I mean, no one is left behind. It's pretty tight. It's a pretty tight field. Very nice to watch this. And Carlo reclaimed the fastest lap of the race. So now his tires are optimum temperature, and he's just cruising.
Yeah, exactly. And see, this is what Ollie said. I think I completely agree. It's easy to catch up. It's hard to pass. That's what happens
Yes, it is
in every
very good.
single British track. Every single British track is very
Yeah.
easy to catch up, very hard to pass, because you can see how narrow it is. Barely 3 cars fit on her, and it's hard to go side by side at any given point here
Yes,
at
it's true. And yesterday I had Peter Lachance real close behind me. I mean, he really made me sweat like for the longest time. I mean, I don't know how many laps we were like this, and I was. But you have to concentrate on your driving and try to ignore what's in the mirror, and it's very difficult. He ended up passing me at one point, but it was very difficult. But it makes up for a thrilling race, that's for sure.
Well, I must say, Jeremy, even though the thing is not easy, driving here is not easy at all. These guys are giving us one hell of a race already. 9 minutes in. Woolly Pie, you the man, Juan. Hey, brother. I love you. Thank you very much for that. Here we see Saunders and Moses really getting up close and personal. What is going to happen? We saw Saunders going for an attack that nearly ended in disaster. But for now, Moses is going to hold the P4 very nicely. Good lines there from Chris. The gap staying at 2.5 roughly between Van Brabant and Ponov. Van der Boort still second and a half behind. And then we have the three gentlemen going at it. Let's check a little bit on the platforms. 11 viewers on YouTube, 12 viewers on Twitch. You guys are the effing best. Thank you so much for the support, guys. It means the world to us. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well,
Yeah,
Jeremy,
amazing battle there between Chris Moses, John Saunders, and Derek Bird. Very, very entertaining to watch. Those guys are not letting go of each other. Oh, I think Chris, yeah. They're very close to each other, so let's see. The pressure is on Chris Moses now. He has two guys looking to overtake the position. So,
well, I gotta tell you, Moses is starting to feel the pressure we saw on that last sector. He lost a lot of time. Let's see if he can catch back up to pace. But seriously, really good job from these three gentlemen. Great race they're giving us. Again, Moses, not a good exit. Saunders is on his back.
Oh,
Can he make it? Let's see. Here we go into McLean's. For now, looks like Moses is going to be able to tell the story. He's going to survive. Good job, seriously, from the three. Unbelievable. Let's check a little further down the pack, Jeremy, because Witten and
yeah,
Hjort are going at it.
yes, they are.
There you see him. What can you tell us about Tony Witten, Mr. Ross?
He's a South African driver, and he's a great driver. He's very consistent. He's been with us for a very long time. He's one driver who always has or a difficult connection, but it never suffers from that connection during the race, and very consistent and gentleman on the track, of course. And he's driving with Christer Hjort, who's another gentleman on the track,
Oh,
and
yeah.
now an administrator and a commentator of eSeniors. So here we have two great drivers on the track fighting for P9 and P10.
What a lovely fight we're having. Bird, unfortunately, dropping back a little bit from Saunders. But I'm sure this one is going to get close once again. Let's see how it's going to end up. For now, second of a gap between the two. Very clean race. We haven't had a single incident, which is lovely to see. Everybody respecting one another. That is what we're looking for, Jeremy. Seriously, top
Absolutely.
notch. In Bavravante, 3 seconds of a lead now from Ponav. Behind him, Van der Voort, second and a half still. Witten and Hjort are getting very, very tight. There we go. Ooh, very nice line there from Hjort. Witten was really scared of the S's and took a very conservative line. So he's going to drop back a little further away. 26:40 on the clock. Let's go a little bit with Kenny Flanstedt. I want to check on the Swedish driver. Really good race so far, staying very, very calm. We've only had one overtake throughout the last 14 minutes, and it was Moses on Saunders. The rest have stayed on their qualifying positions. Seriously, I'm loving this race. Super clean, super close between different packs. It's not like the
Yes,
whole grid is there, but it's quite close amongst
and
different
and
packs on the grid.
all of a sudden Jeffrey's showing a different pace. He got the fastest lap of the race now, and he's getting closer to Mercer. So this could be something interesting coming up. He's definitely getting closer and closer to Mercer.
Maybe he was taking this as an opportunity to just be patient and then go for a little bit of a hunt. Maybe he's seen, oh, we've had an incident. We have had an incident. Saunders, again, too hard on the S's. Again, Mr. Saunders going a little too hard on that exit curve. That is going to cost him 2 position. Bird goes into P5. Flanstedt into P6. Very unfortunate. We saw Mr. Saunders just taking the corners a little too aggressive. And unfortunately, it's a high risk that you might pay for. Saunders did pay for it, unfortunately.
Yeah, the slightest mistake on this track and is severely penalized. Actually, it's the case on any track. Usually, no mistakes will make you gain positions because there's always drivers in front of you that will make a mistake. If you can be patient, sometimes it pays off.
Yeah, and something that Mr. Looknut 17 pointed out, very true. Driving into this sunrise, has to be a pain in the ass
Yeah.
when it's facing you, because you cannot see anything. We're gonna stay on board with flashlight for a little bit. Let's see if we see the sunrise. Here we go now onto the S's. Very good line, my God. Oh, so smooth there from flashlight. Beautiful. Closing in on Bird. Bird is starting to feel the pressure. Let's see if flashlight can do something about this. Oh, here we go. You want a sunrise? You're getting it. It's not too bad on this corner, but I'm sure once we go into the second corner, that's when things are gonna go badly. Flashlight going a little too wide, and the gap is gonna open massively.
Yeah, that's when you wonder if you have to put your sunshades driving the car. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you got to do it, man. You need to teach the kids, Jeremy. That's it. I like it.
Yeah. So John Saunders and Francis are fighting each other there and pushing each other to the limit. I've seen them get a little bit too wide in turn, so they are definitely pushing each other there.
Oh, Locknut is Don Queen. Oh man, yeah. Reading Locknut, it was a little tough for me to know, but it's awesome to see you here, man. Don, thank you for coming by, man. We really appreciate it. Billy, easy to get warning on that chicane. Indeed, it's very easy to get yourself some warnings. Well, overall on the track, but the S is I think the easiest corner where you can get penalized. And look at this. What has happened? Because Jeffrey Van der Voort is right now on Mercedes Parnov's tail.
Oh,
Here
yeah.
we go.
Oh yeah.
This is going to get intense. There we go, Jeremy Van der Voort and Parnov going at it. This is just helping Carlo Van Brabant secure this lead more and more. The longer the fight, the worse it's going to be for these two gentlemen. Let's see, will Van der Voort make it through? Oh man, that's an incredible line. There you see the sunrise. There you see. Oh man, that's painful to the eyes. Hey, you gotta buy them a couple shades, man. You gotta sponsor them shades for the drivers. Some Ray-Bans. Do you like Ray-Ban?
Yes, classic pair of shades. Yeah, I'm crazy for shades, so I own too many pairs.
Oh man, I don't have any because I'm blind, man. I need to change the blind. Yeah, you know why? Because I need to graduate them. Screw that. Too much money. Well, let me tell you, these two are really giving it all. I think Parnov made a mistake. That's why Van der Voort caught up too quickly. I love that the stream is down on Twitch. Drive with one hand and block the sun with the other. Oh yeah, that's classic. Hey, that's old school, brother. That's how they did it back in the day, didn't they, Jeremy? Back in the Formula 1 days, back in the 60s, 70s.
That's right. Yeah, so like really intense battle. I mean, Merche must feel the heat from Jeffrey for sure. In the meantime, now Carlo has a 4-second lead, so he's comfortably in the lead and the command of this race. That's for sure.
Yeah, and you know, I must say the gap now is opening a little more. Sorry. Let's see if they can catch up back again. Let me check a little bit with the chat. I have HDR monitors. The sun was particularly hard on the eyes. Oh yeah, it's really bad with the HDR on. Come on, people, get the photos happening. We want the big 50. You're damn right. Right now we are 21. So, ladies and gentlemen, come on, give us a follow there on the Twitch channel. Peter David, fantastic to see you here. Hello.
Hello, Peter.
Doing? Hello, gentlemen. I'm going to copy your phrase, Jeremy. I like it. Hello, gentlemen. I love it. Well, we haven't mentioned it, but we're going to have the top 3, or we hope to get the top 3 on the broadcast with us. We're going to have a little bit of an interview, if possible, with the podium finishers. So let's see if that's going to be the case. We really hope so. Right now, a very calm race, very clean from everybody. Just a couple of mistakes, unfortunately, for Mr. John Saunders. There we see Van Brabant on his own pace. Man, can you hear the song? I've sang it to you many times, Jeremy. Can you hear the song it's playing on the car? Would you like to tell me which one it is now?
You tell me.
Na 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 na. It's the motherfucking double G. It's just relaxing, man. Sunday drive. 5 seconds ahead of Pornhub. And as I said, the more Pornhub and Van der Boer fight, the longer and the bigger the gap is going to increase. Let's go now with Bird, who finds himself in a little bit of a sandwich now. Himself, the British man, catching Chris Moses. Behind him, Fleinstedt, 8 tenths behind. Very good couple sprung there from Bird. Of course, the Porsche very good on the corners. Where is Jonathan? Jonathan is not able to be here tonight, unfortunately. He had some family reunion to attend to.
Yeah.
And as well as Mr. Danny Holtz, we do not have him here, unfortunately. I'd like to have him here because he's a friend of mine, but he hasn't been able to show up. And I must say, Jeremy, what a blast we're having. The chat is super active. It's been incredible, man.
Absolutely. And now we have Fourco and Derek almost doing the inside. Yes, he is doing. Can he pull it off? He's side by side with Chris.
Does he have it, the Porsche? Yeah, Moses is going to
Yes,
let him
he
by.
does. Yes, he does. What a pass. What a beautiful pass.
No. Mistake from Moses.
Well, that was great driving from Chris as well. He managed to control the car. That was what a great pass from Derek. Beautiful.
And look at this, eh? Look at this, Jeremy. Another mistake from Ponov, and Van der Boer is right on his tail. What is going to happen? Let's go on board with the McLaren driver. There you see his POV, of course, the eSeniors with the extra technology. We have cameras on the helmets of the drivers. Hey, man, we got the next level technology, Jeremy. You're damn right. Here we go. The S's. Very nice line from both. Ponov looks very comfortable to defend this position for a little longer. And he is going to do just that. Or not. He goes a little wide on the entry. Van der Boer is going to keep close. We're going to check behind because Bird and Fleinstedt getting very close. Same goes for Moses and Saunders. What a lovely four-man bout is building in here, huh?
Absolutely. Those guys, they are fighting for that P4, 5, 6, 7. It's like they are going for it.
I must say,
very nice to watch.
Mistake from Fleinstedt. He nearly lost the position there. Here we go now into turn number 1 on the front wing of Mr. Moses Ferrari. There you see the four-man. What a lovely shot. Man, Donington in the morning is as beautiful as it gets. 15 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. Fleinstedt getting very close to Bird. Nearly able to come. They're going to go side by side. Nope. Fleinstedt is going to let it go. He's going to wait behind. Very smart there from Fleinstedt. But now the pressure is on for Derek Bird. Will he be able to hold him for dear life? Here we go now into Coppice. Very good corner there from Fleinstedt. But the exit, of course, is for the Porsche. The Porsche is the king on the corners. There's no other way of saying it. Saunders is really close to Chris Moses. Will Saunders be able to make something out of this? We saw him make a mistake here twice. This time around, he's going to go cleanly through the S's. We'll go back on board with Fleinstedt. Oh my God, that's a dive on the inside. There's no contact because Bird opened it very wide. Bird is going to stay ahead, and maybe it's time for Moses to dive on the inside as we go into corners.
Yeah,
Big
Chris Moses
dive.
He's moving in. What amazing race.
What a move.
Very well done from Chris Moses there. Absolute beautiful move. But it's not over yet. It's not over yet.
It is not over. It is not over. Fleinstedt looks like he's going to stay behind. That's a great exit there from the McLaren. Oh, my Lord. What a lovely sequence from these four drivers.
Those guys are so close to each other. It's amazing to watch.
This is incredible. A great exit from Blanchett again. Can he try it this time around? No, Chris Moses. He gave it up before on Derek Bird. This time around, he's going to stay behind once again.
Yeah, and Derek is has a commanding drive today. He's really doing real well, especially holding these three gentlemen behind him. Yeah, must not be easy to have those three guys behind as you pushing your car. That's for sure.
Yeah, seriously, Bird is doing one hell of a job. That is a great exit from Saunders. He might be able to dive on the inside. Here we go. Saunders and Fleischstedt. Saunders on the inside. Still, they're side by side. Fleischstedt is trying to close it in. He might have the inside for Goddard. He might have the inside.
Not over yet. Yeah.
I think he will. Indeed, the inside is for Fleischstedt. Maybe Saunders can get the better exit. Good turnaround. Oh no, he stood at the outside. He could have tried the switcheroo, still carry more speed through the exit. Saunders looking left and right to make this move happen. He's going to have to wait behind. Man, this is incredible. That's how you make a pass. Indeed, Ollie. This is beautiful racing. I love to see you all here. Juan, lap times, my friends. You can check the lap times. All of them on the pit wall. We got it live. But I can tell you right now, all of the drivers here in this four-man pack are driving on the 28, 29s. In the front, we're seeing 27 and 28 low.
That's incredible. Incredible pace. That's the reason why Carlo has pulled ahead. He was able to maintain his lap times, the lap times he had in qualifying.
Well, you can see the gaps have increased a little more now. We're still 11 drivers on the grid. Van Brabant leading now by 7.5 seconds. He's on another level. He is just relaxing, and look at this. Just as I talk about it, Van der Voort has caught up to Porter once again. The fight is on for P2.
That's for sure. And Jeffrey won't. He's going to do everything he can. And with 11 minutes, with 11 minutes left, I mean, all he has to do maybe is apply the right pressure. But it's not easy. It's not easy to follow someone close. Not at all.
Well, you could see it right there. Van der Voort was looking for something on turn one. A tiny mistake, and he lost a full second. So that tells you how tough this track is. Look at Fleischstedt. He is flying on this first sector. Oh, my Lord. He was sliding through the corner. Colin McRae, for the love of God. What a line there from Fleischstedt. Man, that reminded me from some rally. That was beautiful. Really well held up. Fleischstedt still trying to catch him. Moses Saunders behind. Also looking forward for a move.
So Jeffrey, I have to say one thing. Murchie is doing an amazing race. He's been driving really well today. Especially clinching that P2 in qualifying was stunning, and he maintained. He showed he had the pace during the race, and he's holding that P2. And Jeffrey is gonna have a hard time passing him.
So here we go once again, Jeremy. 10 minutes to go for now. Mr. Van der Voort trying to get there, but again, the turn one from Van der Voort is not good. He's coming into the corner a little too early. That is costing him a lot of time. That is the only corner where he's losing time. As you can see, welcome to the broadcast, Nikos Margaritis. Opa. 13 viewers on YouTube. Nikos. 9 on Twitch. Man, you gotta love it. Thank you so much to every single one of you. Sorry if I cannot keep up with the chat too much because there are 2 chats now. While taking control of the camera. Fleischstedt and Moses.
They are so close.
Oof. That was a little bit of bump drafting, NASCAR style. Jeremy.
Wow, that's absolutely amazing driving.
Bird. Oh, I told you, McLeese. McLean is a killer. Oh my God, just a millimeter on the grass. And that
Ah,
sent Bird.
too bad.
Ow.
Too bad.
Really, really bad indeed. So unfortunate for Birdie. Here we go. Now Moses! A little too hard on the S's.
Oh,
You could see it
yeah.
a mile. You could see it a mile away. He went too hard on that curb. You could see it from the beginning of the corner. He was going to slide. Very unfortunate to see. I'm not a fan of multi-groups. Well, right now we're only group 1 here. All Kalispera, Peter. Not trying to respond it. I can respond it, Mr. Nikos. I know a little bit of Greek, my friend. Do you know Greek, Jeremy?
No, not at all.
Well, just talk to him in English. He understands. Just say
Except for
AEK, AEK the football, and he's happy. Yeah? Well, Bird, big mistake. Back into P6. And Paulo Novaes, thanks to that mistake, has been able to catch up massively. Will we see a move here? I do not know. The gaps are getting close. Van der Voort and Pornovar again going at it. Unless there's 30 plus cars, then groups make more sense. Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't have as much drivers that we would have liked to on this race, but nonetheless, even with 11 drivers, we're having a lot of fun. Van der Voort has gotten himself a great exit. Can he go for the inside? He's looking for it. No, he's going to give it away. He is going away, but now that has made Pornov go a little too wide. I
yeah.
think Pornov thought he was going to go on the inside. He left the room. He still has the inside for the next corner. He's trying to open it a little too wide. I don't know if that's going to be good. Van der Voort with the better exit. This could be the moment for Van der Voort. But unfortunately, we've seen Van der Voort struggling a lot on this turn number 1. And again, he's coming into the corner a little too early. But still, he's going to keep quite close. Here we go through Hollywood. Down the hill. What a lovely section. These two drivers are letting it all out there. Van leaning now from 11 seconds. That's a great lap from Van der Voort. Very well held up, nearly a slide. As we go into the corner that, for example, Mr. Queen hates. It is none other than McLean's. McLean's is the toughest corner on this track by far. And for now, Pornov is still being able to stay on that P2. What a lovely fight.
Absolutely. Merch is keeping a cool head, and it goes a long way, and that's what you have to do. Because Jeffrey can only hope he's going to create enough pressure for Merchant to make a mistake.
Jeremy, I'm sorry. Jeremy, I'm sorry. McLean's has just claimed another victim, that being Chris Moses. Big incident, big crash. His side of the car is absolutely destroyed. Van der Voort and Pornov nearly side by side again. Here we go now through Gardens, the last corner. Here at Donington, another lap starts by. We go on board with Van der Voort. Man, the action is starting to get heated up. As we said, the last few minutes were going to be super important. 6 minutes on the clock. Van der Voort trying to stay close to Pornov, but Pornov is getting a very good first sector. He cannot be touched on this one, and everything comes down once again.
Yeah, let's see if Jeffrey can do something here in the last couple of laps. He's going to make sure he doesn't let Merch rest 1 second, that's for sure.
I gotta tell you, are we gonna see a move, Jeremy? Do you think Van der Voort can make it to P2?
You know, it's a difficult call. I'm gonna say no, because Merche was able to hold him all this time, and with 5 minutes left, I believe Merche has it in him to maintain that P2.
Well, I like it, man. I like it. Trusting Mr. Pornov. Let's see how it's gonna go, I must say. What a blast of a race we are having. Let me check on the chat a little bit. Stefan, let's push this idea for the next season. Okay, I like it. They're proposing stuff. I like it. Can you imagine 40 cars here? Oh, baby, 40 cars in here. could be amazing, of course. People must be very respectful if they want to race and not have a breakfast.
No,
But
you're not talking about numbers. I believe the ideal number in each group would be between 25 and 30. That would be great.
that's true. I like you, yeah.
Yeah,
I like
and
that.
I believe we will have awesome racing and less. I'd like to remind everyone when we used to be over 40 drivers, every single race we would have between 10 and 15 drivers drop out of the race. Because they were upset because there were too many incidents. So the idea is to learn from that and just make sure we get very tight groups. And I'm sure in the new year we will have the 30 numbers in each group and awesome racing. I'm pretty confident.
Well, I am pretty confident indeed, and I gotta tell you, next year is gonna be a blast. Here we go with Saunders and Fleischert still fighting. Saunders trying to bring it back to P4, and yeah, man, I'm really excited for what's about to come for the next year.
So,
It's gonna be incredible, huh?
so if Jeffrey is gonna do something, he has to do it real soon.
Now,
In the
you can.
meantime, we have also Johnson who's attacking uh, Fleinstedt, and yeah, he could smash P4 from him.
Well, I gotta tell you, we're gonna have 2 more laps, if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna have two
Yes,
more laps on the clock,
yeah,
maybe three, maybe three. It might be three actually. It might be three if we count this one because Juan Brabant is already into the Dunlop straight. So yeah, it's looking like we're gonna have 3 more laps. Counting this one, Saunders is really getting close to Fleinstedt. Fleinstedt trying to close the door. Here we go into the race killer, into McLean's. Very good line so far from Mr. Fleinstedt. Super close to the grass. That was millimetric. I do not even know how he made that through. I race in a group that consists of 43 people. Well, man, I love big grids, so I gotta tell you, for me at least, I'm a fan of big grids. It's hard to
yeah,
keep the action up, because of so many people. But man,
yeah. But that's
packed
it.
grids are the best.
You're a fan of big grids because you're a commentator. But from a racer's point of view, when you are in midfield or in the back, I don't know how much fun that is.
Well, to be honest, I think it's really fun because, you know, you have way more opportunities, to have some fun up. Because let's be honest, we love to race not because we just want to be alone on the track. We like to race because
That's
we want
true.
to be involved with
That is
people. So
that is true. That is
the
true.
problem is, if you are emotional about racing, when we get into the incident part of things, that's where things take a turn, of course, because you know, uh, things can get heated up pretty quickly. One crash goes into another, and another one goes into absolute pandemonium. Saunders really close to Fleinstedt for now. Saunders with a big mistake, as well as Fleinstedt, both on the grass. Van der Voort and Pona really close to one another too. Here we go. 50 seconds on the clock. We're gonna have one more lap. So get ready, because we're going to have ourselves some interviews once the checkered flag is out. Here we go through the S's with Van der Voort and Pornov. Pornov, big props to what he's being able to accomplish here. Really good defense from start to finish. Saunders and Fleinstedt going out through the S's. 25 on the clock. Let's go on board with Van der Voort, who starts the last lap. Here we go. Van der Voort has made the move.
Oh, and
Let's
there
take a
you go.
replay now. Let's see what's going to
Amazing,
happen. Look at
amazing.
Pornov.
Yes.
Pornov with a great exit. Pornov with a great exit. Oh, he slided. Knee slid. Let's take a replay to see what happened there. I think, again, Pornov went a little too wide on Milbourne's. Let's see. Oh, you damn right, he went wide. Oof, God almighty. Easy move there from Van der Voort. I just commented a curse from Jeremy. Unbelievable.
So I didn't think it was possible, but Jeffrey made it possible, and he's now in P2, and he almost lost the car. It's not over. It's not
We're
over
going
yet.
live. We're going live
Oh!
right about now. Ay, ay,
Oh!
ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ponab. Let's see what happened. He was looking for the inside move, but he didn't. Remember, this is a British track, and there is no room for a side-by-side in such a fast corner. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a P2 unless he makes a mistake. So unfortunate to see Ponab going on the grass with such an amazing fight. Derek Bird again, McLean's making a mistake. He goes to the P7. Novaes makes it through. We're going to move with the race winner, with Carlo Van Brabant. What a
Beautiful race from Carlo.
From start to finish, absolute domination.
Beautiful.
Well, let's check who is on the board.
Van der Voort
ticket.
P2.
Then Ponab on P3. Very good fight, but at the end, Van der Voort prevails and gets the second slalom on the podium. Saunders on fifth because he hasn't been able to make it through Flying Shadows days and ends this race on fourth. Then we got Paulo Novaes, Derek Bird, and Rogerio Santos on 6th, 7th, and 8th respectively. Behind them we got Moses, Hjort, and Witten, but look at Witten. Can he make something on this last corner? Hjort going a little too wide, and Witten is going to take advantage of that. Makes the move and finishes in T10. Last corner move, ladies and gentlemen, and this race is over. Van Brabant gets the checkered flag as your race winner. Welcome everybody to the stream. It has been fantastic to have you all, and let's see if we can get ourselves some interviews. Let's see if we can get somebody in here. Jeremy.
Okay, yeah.
I see we got Jeffrey Van der Voort and Merce Ponab. Could you please ask them if they are ready to come to the booth with us and have a little talk?
Okay, so what? Where do you want them to go?
No, I want you to talk to them to see because if they don't want to do an interview, of course we're not going to force them.
Okay, hold on.
We're going to get Jeremy to ask P2 and P3. Let's see if we can get a couple interviews in here. Thank you very much, my friends, but stay tuned because we might have a couple interviews before we end the broadcast. It has been a fantastic race. We got 16 people on YouTube. We got 8 on Twitch, 24. Thank you very much to every single one of you. Fantastic. And we're just awaiting the news from Jeremy Arrobas. Let's see if we can get confirmation. I see that both of them are still there, so we're going to wait just a few seconds and get the information. Will it be here with us?
I believe Jeffrey and Merche and Carlo. So where do we move them?
I'm going to bring Carlo first, okay? I'm going to bring Carlo first.
Go.
Well, we got with us the man indeed, the man who dominated the race here at Donington, the man who took the checkered flag as your race winner for tonight, Carlo Van Brabant. Carlo, good evening and congratulations for the victory.
Well, hello. Thank you for the nice, warm welcome. It was, I was a little bit worried, but yeah, it turned out really great for me.
You did great, Carlo. Great qualifying, great pace in the race. Did you finally get to fine tune this Mercedes, because you've been driving it from the beginning and it hasn't been easy. So today you definitely demonstrated you were in control.
Yeah, to be short, the Mercedes has a lot of understeer, so you have to kind of work with that. But it's a good car. It's a powerful car. Also, it has so much power that you have to short shift every once in a while because you don't want to put too much strain on the rear tires. And yeah, I got to learn how to drive it really well. So yeah, it helps.
Awesome race. Congratulations, Carlo. It was nice.
Thank you.
Indeed. Thank you very much, Carlo, for coming in. And again, congratulations, man.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for having me.
Well, we're going to bring ourselves the man who finished it off at P2, Mr. Jeffrey Van der Voort. Jeffrey, congrats on that P2 at the last moment possible. You made the move. My God, that was tight.
Yeah, he made that mistake, and I luckily I was there and I didn't screw up along with him.
We saw
Yeah,
a very scary moment, on the side by side there on the last lap. What did you think was going to happen in there?
Well, as soon as I passed him, I almost wrecked it on the next turn. So
Oof.
I had a left rear tire going down.
Yeah,
Ooh,
you were applying pressure most of the race. I wasn't sure it was going to be possible for you to get that P2, but you finally did.
Oh, me
And
neither. Yeah, I didn't think I'd get it.
yeah, I think it paid off to apply all that pressure on Merche. But amazing race and result, Jeffrey. Well done.
Sure. Yeah. Thanks.
well, Jeffrey, we really want to thank you for your words. Would you like to say anything to the fans?
No.
No? Okay. Well, we're going to get Merche in here.
All right. See you guys. See you next week.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Thank
Thank you for
you,
the
thank
kind
you.
words.
All right. Yeah. Bye.
Well, that was a good that was insane. Well, my friends, we're gonna finish off the stream with a man who held a P3. Very unfortunate last incident at the end. Merche Pona. Merche, how are you feeling? And congrats for that P3, but I'm sure you knew you had something else going on, huh?
I feel great. A great race. A lot of pressure from the beginning to the end. I was doing same mistake in the same corner half of the race. Second half of the race, it was disaster at that corner. Finally, Jeffrey passed me. He was faster all the time, especially in the second part of the race. Anyway, good race. Deserved first place, second place.
Yeah,
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, you did great, Merche. I believe what you pulled off that last minute lap during qualifying was stunning, and you clinched that P2, and you managed to maintain that position for 99% of the race. Too bad for that little mistake in the end, but awesome racing, Merche. Well done.
Yeah, thank you, Jeremy.
Well, I must say congratulations to the podium as well as everybody who participated to the race. Thank you very much to Carlo. Thank you very much to Jeffrey. And thank you very much to you, Merche,
Thank
for
you,
coming
everyone.
in here and giving us a couple words. With this, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to leave it till next week. Thank you very much, Jeremy, also for coming here in the booth with me.
Thank you, Juan. Great job as usual. Thank you. See you
Thank
next
you.
week.
Well,
Bye-bye.
he said it. Thank you very much. And we'll see you next week, ladies and gentlemen.